Here are the top crazy time betting mistakes that players commonly commit, causing them to lose faster or have no chance at winning at all. And since you're watching this video, I assume you've already played crazy time before, and I'm pretty sure you've also committed at least one of these yourself. First common mistake players often make is betting on bonuses only. There's no faster way to burn your budget than to bet on 4 bonuses only. Remember, out of the total 54 segments on the wheel, only 9 of them occupy the bonus slots. 4 slots for coin flip, 2 slots for both pachinko and cash hunt, and a single slot for crazy time. So there's only about 16% chance of these bonuses getting hit for each spin. If you placed all your bets only on these 4 bonuses, you're guaranteed to lose 84% at each time. If for example it took 15 spins before a bonus hits, and you've been betting only on all the bonuses on every spin, you will need at least 60x payout just to get even. Not so great odds if you ask me. Second mistake beginner players often make is betting only on a single slot for each spin, except of course when you're doing martingale. Unless you're betting on the number 1 or 2 slot, the chance of your single, chosen number or bonus slot getting hit is very low. It's like betting on the roulette on a single number. What you can do instead is divide your bet across 3 to 4 slots. This will increase your chances of winning exponentially. Next mistake players often overlook or simply ignore is not betting on number 1. Although the number 1 slot offers the least number of payout multiplayer, it is the most common slot on the wheel, occupying 21 wheel segments, or a whopping 39% chance of hitting for each spin. The number 1 reason why most players often lose, or burn their hard-earned wins in no time, is when a train of 1 hits, and not betting on it. What you can do instead is pay close attention to the in-game statistics, and check if the number 1 slot isn't hitting as much as it should. Like for example, if the number 1 slot has only hit once or twice in 15 spins, a train of ones in the succeeding spins isn't unlikely. So better prepare for a switch of strategy just in case. Unless you're extremely lucky and the God of Wealth awarded you with some insane amount of top slot multiplayer, placing equal amounts of bets across all the slots is also a surefire way to burn through your budget very quickly. This is because even if the number you've betted hits, you are not guaranteed a profit, unless the awarded multiplayer is 7x or more, depending on the number of slots you've spread your bets. For example, if you've placed a 100 bet value on the slots 2, 5, 10, and the other 4 bonus slots, you are only guaranteed a profit if the slots 5 or 10 hits, which has a relatively low chance of hitting on each spin. If any of the bonuses hits, you are only guaranteed a profit if the crazy time bonus is triggered, since the coin flip, pachinko, and cash hunt bonus might also award 2x to 5x multiplayers, which isn't enough to give you profit. What you can do instead is divide your bets across the various slots in bet units, depending on the slot multiplayer. This way, you guarantee yourself a profit each time any of your betted number hits. For example, bet 4 units on 2, 2 units on 5, 1 unit on 10, as well as the bonus slots. This way, when any of them hits, you are guaranteed a profit, except when any of the bonuses hits, and it only awards less than 10x multiplayer, or if the number 1 slot hits. This mistake is often committed by beginner players, blindly betting on any number without any thought or strategy. It's true that this game is based purely on luck. But let's admit, luck isn't always on your side. So if you're betting on any number without properly distributing your bets, as well as bet amounts, it's only a matter of time before your luck runs out, and with it, your money. Unless you're extremely lucky, of course. The in-game stats, which is often located on the right part of your screen, shows the previous winning slots or draw history. It may not seem useful at first, but experienced players, especially those implementing the martingale strategy, will find the in-game stats extremely valuable. Since the stat shows you the previous winning slots history, you will have an idea which slots aren't hitting as much as they should, or if a slot is hitting more than it should, consecutively. The in-game stats is most useful in checking how many times the most recent winning slot has hit consecutively. The idea here is that if a slot has hit consecutively more than twice, especially those slots with a low chance of getting hit, like a 5 or 10, the lesser chance they will hit next. So you can instead avoid betting on them. You can also use the in-game stats to check if a number is almost due to hit, like if the number 1 didn't hit in 5 or more spins. Where in that case, you can start a martingale strategy on number 1. While autoplay is extremely useful for betting convenience, especially when you're betting on a lot of numbers, playing the game on a single autoplay strategy, without varying your bet placement and amount, is a recipe for disaster. Especially when you leave the autoplay function to do the betting for you while you're away. Instead, pay attention to the in-game stats, and vary or adjust your bets accordingly on each spin. Remember, no matter how effective your betting strategy is, or how large your wins are, if you play long enough, the house will win, since the house has the edge. Not stopping when you're ahead, or if you have reached your goal win amount, is probably one of the worst mistakes you can do while gambling. What separates winners from losers is discipline. Winners leave when they're ahead or when they have already reached their goal. Losers, on the other hand, continue to play even if they're winning, and will end up losing everything anyway as a result. If you like these kinds of videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you'll get notified for whenever a new video comes out. Thanks for watching, guys.